Wow. Who is it, like us and 4 right now? Just us? Cool. Yeah. Well, hello to whoever is watching on Facebook. This is a Facebook exclusive. We are the only station currently overhead this pretty wild pursuit northbound on Chevy Chase as we head through the city of Glendale. Should be north of the 134 now at this point. This is a chase that started in the Mission District, and they are actually saying that this suspect is wanted for a 187, and that's police code for murder. So they're saying this is a murder suspect, and this guy is driving pretty crazy. Picked this up here off of Los Feliz in Glendale, and this guy's been driving awfully erratically the entire time. He made it down from the Mission District, that's going to be the Sylmar area, down into the Glendale area very quickly, in about 10 or 15 minutes. And unfortunately, traffic has been cooperating with this guy quite a bit. Northbound on Verdugo is what I believe I just heard. And so we are paralleling the 134 at this point, northbound here, out of Glendale up towards the Montrose area, which will put it back into LA city limits. And, oh, there he is. Actually, what is this street here? We're in one of these canyons here. I believe this might be Shoal Canyon. Look at this guy, though, driving on the wrong side of the road. Not afraid at all to act incredibly brazen, run already at least, several lights that we've seen just flew right through those intersections, not slowing down at all, looking anywhere. This is a particularly desperate suspect. Most of them are. But this guy really showing the desperation now as he hits through a very nice area here of Glendale. Yeah, this is still Chevy Chase, northbound. And so this will actually put him into the back area of Pasadena if he continues to take this road. It'll get him up into the Arroyo Seco area, particularly posh area of Pasadena up above the Rose Bowl. We'll see what his next move is going to be, but this has been kind of half and half surface streets and freeway at this point. You see there people bailing over the shoulder to get out of this guy's way. Hopefully they can hear sirens behind them that'll cue them as to what's going on. Just 1 or 2 units in pursuit right now. Yeah, 2. Count 2 there. Yeah, 2. And, 2 helicopters overhead. It's my awesome pilot, Marcos, just let me know. My usual Sunday pilot, very capable. Really helpful on these chases. Whoa, skidded out a little bit there. Lost control. Fishtailed. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Can we get around this tree? I think this is over. Oh, yes. Oh, on its roof. Oh, I wish we could have gotten that shot. Just fishtailed. Game over. This is over. This door opening, though. He's running. He is not giving up. Oh, boy. Whoa. Wow. Headed down into the canyon now. Oh, this guy is so desperate to get away. Oh, no, into someone's backyard. God, I hope their doors are locked. There, I hear the police yelling at him to stop. It's going to be really hard for us to see now. A wooded area here. Dang it. Wish we could help the police here by finding this guy, but unfortunately, I think they said, I think I heard backup Chevy Chase. Right under. I hear him talking. It sounds like they know where he's at. They said he's back on Chevy Chase. I'm hearing LAPD. Here we go. Wait. North side of the golf course, they're saying. Hold on here, desk. I'm trying to find this guy. I can just tell you this is Chevy Chase. Heard something about the golf course here. They're going to set up a perimeter now. This is incredibly unfortunate. Getting ready to set up a perimeter here up to Country Club Drive to head this guy off. Where at? Well, whoever's down here on the golf course is about to get a rude surprise here. They're going to have to shut down this golf course, try to find this guy. Just a particularly bad area to lose a suspect here in the wooded area here, Country Club, tons and tons of trees. I've actually been up here before trying to find bears that wander into these neighborhoods, and very difficult to find anything in such a wooded area here. They do? Sounds like the police helicopters know where this guy's at. LAPD now looking for a murder suspect after a pretty wild chase. The guy fishtailed, lost control, went up an embankment, turned the car over on its roof, and he got right out of the car. He was just one step faster than LAPD. They're saying he's headed for a new construction chase, or a new construction house. Let's see if we can find that. Maybe right up here. Yeah, it must be the house right there. I got him. There he is. I see him. Okay. Dang it. Now he's back underneath this tree right here. This tree right here. See this new construction home, Marcus? Okay. I just saw him running around. Again, this is a murder suspect, so an incredibly, there he is. There he goes. Up in this new construction development. Wow, look at this guy. Coming up on LAPD, of course, they do have eyes on him. They're going to try to surround this guy. He looks awfully winded. He's been running around like crazy. They're hoping that he's going to come to him. LAPD is now saying they're going to try to surround him in a manner that he will play right into their hands. But this guy lost the only, well, this is a now is he going to jump this wall? No, he's going to go up. He did have an advantage there with that cover, but the LAPD choppers watching this guy like hawks, and they were able to flush him out. They were down low enough that they could see him through the bushes pretty well. You see a shadow right now underneath the roof. There he is again. I just hope that this guy's not armed. But again, they're saying that this guy is wanted for 187. That is the LAPD code for murder. He is definitely winded. He's got his hand, well, he just put his hands up there for a second. There's a concern that he might go back down into the trees. Obviously, not what we want. I think he's just trying to catch his breath right now. Murder suspect who led police on a pretty wild chase out of the Mission District of the city of LA, puts it in the Sylmar-Pacoima area. Led police southbound on the 5, was driving really fast. And then he got off at Los Feliz, wormed his way through the Glendale area, made his way up here. He might jump Marcus. I don't know. Yeah, LAPD now thinking as well. This guy looks like who knows what this guy's thinking. Just zoom out here and let's see if we can see LAPD if they're trying to surround this guy or what they're doing. They want to take eyes off the suspect. Okay, you can see them there all in the far right of the shot. They're at the other end of this new home being constructed. Good number of them. Considering the charges that this guy's wanted for, you would have to assume that he's armed and dangerous. Looks like he was talking to someone, but I don't see anyone there. Let's see if we can put the full power here of our camera systems in. Get a better view of this suspect. See him wiping his brow there. This guy definitely exhausted from running around in these hills. Go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Will they tell you the cross street on this? No. And this is still Chevy Chase, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think you're just going to have to call this Chevy Chase on the north end of the country club. Guys, there's, can't really pull my phone out right now. Is it Chevy Chase Country Club? I think it's Chevy Chase Country Club. Or Yeah, thank you. I'm trying to get it too, but I've got both hands working here. Buckingham? Okay, Buckingham. Okay, desk, the closest street is Buckingham Road, and it is Chevy Chase Golf Course. Just trying to see who this guy's talking to. It looks like he's... That sounds like he's like who's he shouting at? I don't see. Yeah, hold on 1 second. Yeah, let's swing around and try to get his face. Great. So there you see LAPD in touch with this guy, trying to talk this guy into not doing anything. too rash. He's certainly in a position to take his own life, if that is on his mind. Very precariously balancing in this construction zone. I apologize for that. This is my focus here. Keeps okay. Quite the conundrum for LAPD here. They can't just move on someone only to see him jump off the second story of this new construction home, which is pretty high above the cliffside, just off of Buckingham and Chevy Chase Drive, right next to the Chevy Chase Country Club. That is where the vehicle pursuit came to an end after he fishtailed, lost control, went up on the embankment and flipped over on his roof, but managed to get out of the car very quickly. And LAPD, although they were right behind him, this guy escaped into the bushes very quickly under some tree cover, where we lost him for a while around the country club, the Chevy Chase Country Club. And then he just magically surfaced out of the tall trees. Although LAPD, they have 2 airships overhead, and they've had eyes on him the entire time, but we saw him come up, and then he was kind of climbing all around this house, and now he's been here for more than 10 minutes, just balancing, trying to, I'm sure, think what kind of options he has, and really doesn't have any, other than to give himself up, obviously, or something much more rash. Haven't seen any weapons, haven't seen him brandish any weapons. And remember that this is a murder suspect, according to LAPD. Now, essentially a standoff. I have to excuse my shots here with the sun directly in my eyes right now. It's a particularly difficult time of day to shoot. Lots of shadows, lots of light, lots of the sun getting in your eyes. Having to control this with one hand and block the sun out with my hand here. Considering the desperation we've seen with this guy, I have to wonder if he's really thinking about jumping, if he thinks that he can survive that or get out without breaking an ankle or a leg or what. Hopefully cooler heads will prevail. Huh? I don't know. Trying to. Well, Mom has been the word from LAPD since they got this guy corralled to the new construction home off of Chevy Chase in Buckingham, right above the Chevy Chase Country Club. Been trying to listen in to any LAPD chatter here, and not hearing any new information. I know they switched frequencies, trying to key that in, but I haven't heard anything at all. I know, it's killing me. Who else is here now? Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Okay, stand by. What's our fuel? We got, yeah, okay. Yeah, pilot says that will not be a problem. Not be a problem for beer for the 5. The only problem is I've been trying to, I know they switched frequencies and I haven't heard anything on that, that TAC they identified. Have you guys heard anything? Yeah, I haven't heard a thing since then. Fox wants to take us at 5:30. Yeah, my pilot says we can do that. Have to see what the lighting situation will be like here, or if that's wrapped up. Just going over to show you where LAPD are, right there. 3 officers trying to convince this guy right here to give up. Oh, looks like he's getting ready to give up. Well, he's certainly motioning like it anyway. But how is LAPD going to get to him? This guy motioning like he's ready to end this incident after leading police on a wild chase, flipping a car over on Chevy Chase Road in a particularly nice area of Glendale, up in the hills above Chevy Chase Drive. Now on his knees, we saw him putting his hands up. Like he's ready to give up. But the problem is, how is LAPD going to feel safe about getting to this guy? Certainly not from there. They've got more units over here that could close in, but they're going to need this guy to come get off the building. There you've got LAPD over here now as well. So they've really got him surrounded now at this point. You see that armed LAPD guard right there with in SWAT gear, basically. And then a few more units up here in the driveway. So, not sure how they're going to approach this guy. More units, we're starting to see a couple more officers now coming around this way as well. Just zooming out here to see if I can see where those officers are going. If they're attempting to come up to him from that way, or if they're just trying to kind of head him off if he decides to run again. They may just be heading him off. You need a new white balance? Well, I hate to lose this for a second. Well, everyone watching on Facebook, apologize. Need to take care of some business here real quick. Man. Yeah, let me just, this is murder suspect is what I heard them calling out. Go ahead, sir. Okay. Thank you. Just trying to see if the officers have attempted to make it through this construction zone, and so far, no. It does not look like they are attempting that at all. That would be quite a fall. Yeah, it was just unfortunate with that tree in the way. Yeah. Yeah, it's all right. We've gotten other ones nobody else has gotten, so. Pilot Marcus and I are just talking about that. Wish we could have gotten that shot of when the suspect lost control and went up on the embankment and flipped the car over, but of course it just happened to be a tree right in our line of sight, so we missed that, but we did get him hightailing it there out of the car. Got out immediately from that car. We didn't see what model car that was, but he was just one step quicker than LAPD, and that has what has led us to this essentially standoff situation in the hills above, the hills of Glendale off of Chevy Chase Drive, the closest street, Buckingham Street, right north of the Chevy Chase Country Club. And he managed to find a brand new home here. Looks like a really nice view lot under construction. What will probably one day be a pretty amazing home. And well, the owners of this home will certainly have a story to tell once they move in about a suspect who led LAPD on a wild pursuit out of the Mission District and all around Glendale and came to a standoff situation here. Saw him about 10 minutes or so ago get on his knees and put his hands up, and as if perhaps he was willing to give up, but there's no LAPD directly around him. They have him surrounded essentially. They are at the driveway of this home. And then they're also right here. Then again, we'll just show you up here, right there. And then we also saw, we're beginning to see more and more officers coming down this, the hillside. We've seen probably 6 or so at this point. And there actually you see, so that's going to be the closest officer right now. Obviously he is dressed with his tactical gear, and look at that, they got the canine as well. So now we have a canine unit involved in this. So that could really get interesting. Might be difficult to get the dog up there though, but at the very least they're going to prevent him from coming down. Oh, now he's moved around a little bit. He's been talking with those officers on the hillside now for quite some time. I'm sure they're just trying to convince him to give up peacefully. You see him shaking his head there. A lot of motioning going on. We will be going live at the top of the 5 for this. Probably regardless, but certainly hope that this situation will be done by then. A perfectly trained K9 unit sitting there, waiting his next command. It's my understanding that these dogs cost about $50,000 to fully train for their duties. And they are also legally classified as police officers. Mainly what that means is if one of these canines were killed in the line of duty by a suspect, the suspect would be charged with murdering a cop as if they murdered a human. We have seen that happen before. Just an interesting little tidbit there. Certainly curious if that is in their plans, if they plan to go up another way and use the canine to essentially get that suspect to submit and get him into custody quickly. Can be a very, very effective tool. But the terrain, the topography, far from ideal for something like that. It really no ideal situation here at all. Let's just go out for a bit and see if any other units have made any progress or if they're just going to sit there in that driveway. No, they're going to head them off there. Not seeing any other officers coming down the canyon there. Oh, I really wish we knew what the suspect is saying there, what LAPD is saying to him, but been making a lot of dramatic hand gestures. But incredibly tense considering the want of the situation again. While we haven't not confirmed this yet, we had heard that this was a 187 suspect, which is LAPD code 4 murder. Typically, I'd say about 75% of the time or even more, the want is simply for a stolen vehicle. Perhaps they already have other felony convictions, don't want to go back to prison. But no word if this vehicle was stolen or if it was the suspect's, just that the want on this suspect is as serious as they come. So it certainly adds a dynamic to the situation as to how they're going to handle it. Really kind of have to assume that this guy is armed and dangerous, so they can't really just rush the canine up there and put the canine officer in harm's way. Yeah, hello, how are you? Yeah, sounds good. You want me to cue that video? Yeah, sure thing. I will cue the video. Kind of surveying the situation here. Yeah, they got weapons pointed right at him. All right, two officers got their weapons pointed at him. Looked like I just saw that officer kind of motioning to, obviously trying to convince this guy just to come down. There's nothing to be gained from this at this point. Who knows? Maybe he just wants to enjoy what should be a nice sunset from the view lot of this new construction home, because high probability it'll be the last he'll see for a while. Whoa, what was that? Oh, okay. My pilot's all his warning lights just came on all of a sudden on the chopper. Kind of nerve-wracking, but he said it was a test. Oh. What? I think I just heard. Oh. Okay. Sussex Court, they're saying that updated cross streets. Oh, yeah, no problem. So if you're still watching us on Facebook, got some updated information here, and it sounds like this the suspect is actually for an attempted. We're now confirming an attempted 187, so an attempted murder, and this is actually. It sounds like that this may actually be connected to another incident, a Panorama City incident that we will also be giving you an update on 5 o'clock live on CBS 2. So we'll have two stories connected here with our Erica Knocklin on the ground. Will be giving us an update from that angle, and we're live overhead in Sky 2. Giving you whatever developments may happen here. This home, soon to be home anyway, but will certainly be a very nice home in the hills of Glendale. Right here at the top, a view lot, if ever there was one. Right at the top of the Chevy Chase Country Club, off of Chevy Chase and Sussex. Those are the updated cross streets. And this guy just not ready to give himself up quite yet. Oh, is that right? SWAT crisis negotiators inbound. SWAT and crisis negotiators. That from my pilot, Marcus, doing a little digging of his own. Thank you very much, Marcus. Simon Desk, Chopper. My pilot has just informed me that SWAT and crisis negotiators are on their way to the scene. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, they'll probably, you don't think they'll use the spotlights from the choppers? Obviously, darkness would add another layer of intrigue to this story, and you would hope that LAPD would get this wrapped up beforehand, but with talk of crisis negotiators and SWAT team inbound to handle this, that leads me to believe that unless this guy just magically decides to change his mind and give himself up, that this is a situation that could drag out for quite some time. We've seen standoff situations go hours and hours. Suspects that just not ready to surrender their freedom. Oh, good point. Booth, are you listening? Do you have me turned up? Yeah, just is it Peter and Andrea? Oh yeah, Peter and Elsa. Thank you. Oh, okay. 511. Copy that. Yeah, it looks like they are getting a spotlight on him now. Okay, copy that. 3 videos to queue. Is that Pasadena PD1? Yeah. So is that 2 ships or 3? Okay. Uh, Never understand what these guys think they're going to accomplish by waiting this out. Yeah. Picture only, 529, copy. 9 husbands. Wow. Copy that. Returning to base.